Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. But anyhow, if green circuits needs to be 35 total, this is 32. I don't have the ability to do 36 because I can't overfill these belts anymore. So I can see why I've overbuilt the green circuit to 64, so this is fine. Red circuits. Red circuits is supposed to be 95. I have 96. So that's fine. Speed modules, supposed to be 37. I have 48. I could reduce it to 40. Blue circuits. I need 25. Oh, that should be 25. It's 24.4. I have 32. If I wanted to remove one, I'd be at 24, so I'd be too short. So that's fine. Plastic. Plastic is supposed to be 23. It's 32, but I can't. I can't remove those and be at that, so this is fine. That's 1, and 1 is as good as it's going to get. Steel. Steel is supposed to be 55. It's 112. What the fuck? I need 55. There's 56. Yellow, or this cracking. That's 16. I'm fine with this being okay. Or with this being a little over there. I don't want that to be dead on. I mean, it's 7.3 is how many I need. Although it's right next to it, I don't want to have to deal with that. They're cheap anyways. This is 21. We've got 32. Why is this not 24? And I technically need 3. oil unloaders to satisfy that, don't I? It's going to consume 205,000 oil per minute. I can go 12,000 a second on a pipe. So I can get 762,000 into a pipe. Okay, so I'm good on the number of pipes, but well, that's true. The trains aren't going to be arriving right on time, but one, I've got two unloaders, so I've already got a buffer built in. Plus, trains are relatively close. Oil is here and here, and the same with the other ones. Third, trains don't take very long to load and unload fluids, so I don't need to be. That's why I put it as yellow. I'm not sure I need to reduce that or not. Solid fuel, I need 65. Why do you say 64 here? I have 80. Reduce from 80 to 72. Rocket fuel, I need 103. I've got 128. That's 120. That's 112. I could do 104 and it would be risky and tight. Only need 103 of these. Let me check again. Yeah, that's 103. What do you got to say about this, Kirk? Or, Raygard? I need 2,800 rocket control units a minute. You say I'm only exceeding by... That's why I built these this way. This is assuming this thing's doing max everything. Also, oh, I think I have a setting wrong. Because that's actually 20. This is actually 40. That changes things. That changes things. I had a setting wrong there. Every time my computer restarts, I lose this, and now I gotta start all over. Are we having fun yet? All right, so let's start over. Starting with rocket control units. That's 124 it says I need now. Fuck me. Maybe my numbers were not wrong. So, first on this list is 124. How many do I have? 128. All right, well, this is a waste. This is fine. Next, I need 30 of these. 29.5. How many do I have? I have 32. This is still only 0.3 and 0.6, so these are still 1 and 1. Speed modules is 44 exactly. And that is 48. I could reduce it to 40, and that's not going to happen. Next is red circuits. Red circuits is supposed to be 114. And that's 96. Really? 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 That explains some things. Make sure we have the satellites turned off. Satellites are turned off. Yeah, that's 96. I need 128,000 a minute, and this is going to produce... I'm sorry, I need 13,000 a minute, and this is going to produce 10,000. Well, pooch, screwed. Well, there's one thing that's got to be fixed, eh? How many rows do I need to add? I need to get this to 113. So that's 96. That's one row, 2 rows. So I need to add 3 rows to this. Wrong button. So we'll grab the last 4. I'm just going to summon some trains because I know I need them. Do I have any spiders nearby that can help with this? I have shut off all the research, so these can't get here. You are number 9. All right, moving on. So that was red circuits, flaw discovered. Green circuits. I need 42 total. That's 32. That's 64. So way overbuilt. Moving on. Copper cable. I need 60 total. 59, but who's counting? Same thing here. 64 total. So that's fine. Low density structures. 83 total. $88. Yep. So I was fine. Steel, 66. That still seems pretty high. It's like I overbuilt steel by twice. Reduce from 112. So that's 112. $72. Yep. That's interesting. This one's going to get massively taller, and that one's going to get massively shorter. Reach! Thank you for the raid. That's very kind of you. I had you open for a little while. I hope you had a good C block. Welcome, Raiders. Bougie. Good. 6 hours is that's good. Exterminator. Wow. 2 raids in just a brief moment. How awesome is that? Well, at least I don't have to give a base tour twice. So, first off, welcome. I can't give you a shout out right now, Exterminator, because I literally just gave one to Reach. Also, I did not get a notification that you went live, and that really bothers me, because I would have watched. Glad you're feeling better, Exterminator. I am trying to get my UPS under control. And I'm recalculating some of the things I'm doing on my rocket silo complexes and realizing that I don't have things in balance. And I'm trying to figure out how many trains I need. I did fire this up a while ago. So I did achieve 20,000 science a minute. And I need 20,000 science because the research I'm doing is 30 seconds long. So technically I need 20,000 science. So I got there and then it collapsed. I had been there previously. I had gotten to 10,000. Sunmit, welcome. So as you can see here, I've had some problems with production science packs and utility science packs, and I can't zoom in anymore on that, unfortunately, but you know, these things are oscillating up and down because I'm not delivering enough materials. So what I started out with tonight was to try and figure out how many trains I needed, and what I wanted was a formula, because I've broken these into... You're a fucking idiot. I've broken these into modules, if you will. And that helps me control and calculate how much of each thing I need. Take, for example, this green circuit build. This green circuit build has 2 copper cable unloaders and 2 iron unloaders. Okay, well, how many iron trains do I need? Currently, I only have 2 trains here in Russia, right? But I've been trying to work out, if this is running at full tilt, how much iron is it going to consume? It's going to consume, each of these banks is going to consume about 16,000 iron. And a train is an 8-wagon train. It's going to deliver about 32,000, a little less than 30,000 a minute. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can get that to calculate down. I want to know how much does a train unload in 1 minute if it takes 75 seconds to unload 32,000. And then multiply that by 60 seconds. I get 25,000 plate unloaded a minute, roughly. And if this thing is going to consume 15,000 a minute, then I need a delivery every 2 minutes. Or delivery every 90 seconds. Which means that this thing needs a dedicated train. Because the train's gonna deliver, and then it's got a minute to get the next train in. So, if I have, and I do, if I look at my train overview, stations for Russia, for iron unloading, I have 10 iron unloading trains. And these science ones, these green circuit ones, and you can see them just barely. That's green circuit, that's green circuit, that's green circuit. So there's at least 4. And I've got to go through and do those same sort of calculations. I've actually got 9. I've got 1 ghost one. But then I've got to do the same sort of thing for steel, because I've got 2 unloaders in steel. Do they each need 1 dedicated to them? And then I've got 1 for sulfuric acid. It probably doesn't need a dedicated train, and it can just get 1 in a little bit every once in a while. And then this satellite builder needs at least 1, maybe 2, and I might have to re-engineer this whole independent satellite build. So, one thing I definitely learned over the past week, I have rebuilt this from using bots. It needed about 1,000 bots to deliver these 4 satellites a minute. And I changed it over to belts, and my UPS zoomed all the way out. My UPS was about 38 to 45, depending. And that's with nothing going on except just making satellites. It wasn't even launching rockets. And with those 3 assemblies converted, so they're not using 3,000 bots total, my UPS is 50, 57, depending. So 3,000 bots will slow your PC down. And if you're interested in a save file so you can fiddle with this, by the way, the save file is available on my Discord. As it was last night when I logged off. So and I'm realizing that I was undersized on my red circuits and I'm oversized on my steel. I should be able to give you a shout out now. Yay! So, yes, I have a portion of my screen dedicated to this thing, and I apologize if it blocks stuff. I might as well move it over here and just shrink the whole thing. Unfortunately, when rate calculator is open, that's going to block rate calculator. Well, let me finish this one piece of work and then I'll just dismiss Kirk's thing. All right, so I was looking at steel. Steel looks to be that I've overbuilt it. Iron's taken care of, copper's taken care of, plastic. Plastic needs to be 28, not 23. And I have 32 of them. In order for me to reduce that, I would have to get rid of half, which would get me to 16, and that's going to be too low. So 28 is probably fine. Or whatever the hell this is. 32. Can't go below that. There's plastic. Coal, I don't care. Rocket fuel. Rocket fuel, I should have 124. Plus, I need to include trains. So this is incorrect. This is 128. So, yeah, I'm using 4 for trains. I think that's fine. Plus, it balances nicely with this, so. Satellites we're skipping. Solid fuel should be 78, not 65. How many do I have? I have 80. That's tight, but that's the way it is. That's good. Oil. I should have 25 refineries. I have 32. In order to reduce one, I would have to take, and that would take me to 24. We're going to call that good. A little overproduction, but given the layout I've got, that's fine. Water, I need 3 offshore pumps total, but I'm not worried about that. Oh, sorry, I skipped yellow to red to yellow cracking needs to be 11. And I have 16. And then yellow to petro cracking needs to be 9. Good. Measure twice, cut once. Double check your assumptions before you make changes. This is going to be challenging for you to be able to handle that. So I overbuilt this, so now I'm kind of adjusting that. And the bots, the robot, the spiders that I just sent over to just go and try and clear this up, they're going to get overloaded with iron and steel, and they're not going to be able to do anything because they're worthless. Because they're Spidertrons. Now I want to see how many of these did I actually need for belt usage, transport belts. So I really don't need 2 unloaders here to satisfy this. Yeah, I'm doing massive 12 beacon everywhere. These guys will be useless in record time. Alright, so I'm going to hold off on doing that calculation thing, and I'm going to do some building here. Let me get rid of my personal stuff. I'll need lamps. Won't need any fluid work. I doubt I'll need any of these because they took them all. Nor filter inserters, but I might need the rest of that. And then I need, beacons and modules. And then King Finerb is going to have the assemblers that I need. Needs more. What's missing here is 24. I've got that. Babja, hello. Beacons really helpful besides their power? Yes. Well, yeah, I'm amazed at how much. If you use Kirk's website, and don't use, you transfer it. Oh, I could have just had the bots build this. You will see the dramatic difference. Now, power requirements are freaking nuts. All right, like I've said before, I've got 100,000 bacons, and they are using 50 gigawatts of power. To quote Mucky, because that's how he says things. So, I do not have enough speed modules, so I need little Zoe here. She carries a few beacons, or a few modules. How close do you get me to being able to build? All right, then you're fine. Yeah, prod mobs are great. And when you combine them with a 12 beacon design, it's quite savage. The material costs are huge. Like, I had to build an entire production area so that I could provide enough speed modules for my build. Because I just couldn't satisfy it. I'm gonna bring the scrap train up here. These are the train stations affiliated with this satellite build. So I'm sort of storing them out of the way. I am concerned that I'm going to need to add another iron unloader here, and there's no room in this thing. I'm talking about this thing. If I need another iron unloader, because when I look at this satellite build, it might need more iron than what I can provide here. And if it does, then I need to add another unloader for iron and do the same thing I did for copper, but I have no chance of doing that in the footprint that I've given myself. So this is as far north as I can get. This is as scrunched up as that can get. I can't drop the water unloader because I need it for when it's in Africa. Getting the whole line set up, that's good. Also, Lemon Rush, I forgot to say hello. For those who don't know, if you give a follow, well, first of all, you can redeem a name on a train where you'll all right, why didn't that work? Hang on a second. Event. Twitch channel followed. It's supposed to have worked. Well, I have the alternate. I can run it manually. You get a wagon named after you. Or more accurately, you get there we go. You now have your name on a green circuit train in the speed module factory. This whole thing here is all dedicated to making speed 3s. It eats resources, but it does produce 180 speed modules a minute. The reliability of events is really annoying. Because it did that. It did all the sound. It did that. And then this just didn't run. And then I do the same thing manually, and it works. All right, moving on. Ah, Zoe's here. Thank you, Zoe. I need 276 of these. Well, it doesn't run slower, though, if you get enough beacons. I mean, this is 500% faster than, and that's with prod mods. Because 12 beacons. Well, speed threes. Yep. Well, it's 24 speed threes style. Where's my little train? So we were cleaning up over here. So how about you and I go over here and maybe we'll just get you reloaded. Beacons are 50% effectiveness per module in them. Oh, you wrote 3 seconds. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good point. Thank you. You're probably both full. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're such a worthless piece of dog manure, cow piss. Not that I have any animosity towards you other than you're garbage and you suck and I hate you. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion of spiders. I could be wrong, but no, I'm not. God damn it. I hate spiders. They're so beyond stupid and worthless. Managing them is such a pain in the ass. Nothing fun about it. Automation game and spiders suck. Look at that. Frickin' things. Such garbage. Cute toy. Useless. put my stuff in chests, and I'll go do this myself, so I don't have to micromanage these frickin' idiots. I mean, I'd rather send bots there, spiders down to do this, but then I gotta spend all this time jerking them around to clean them out. You know what else I can do? Just go do it myself. Also, if you have a strong aversion to your resources getting injured, look away. Yep. I don't even know what BA stands for, but... Well, the straight lines. I like the modular design. Ah, Bob's Angels. Okay, thank you. I always wanted to try Bob's Angels. But, as I understand it, there's a bit of tediousness involved there. And I'm not much into tediousness. Like, I enjoyed Factorio too, but it did get a little annoying to have to deal with so many intermediates and having things that needed to be converted into powder. You mine it, and then you smelt it, and then you have to powderize it. It's like, nah, you're just being a dick now. By the way, this is 4 fusion reactors and only 2 roboports, and I can't keep them powered. Don't bother with any more than 2 roboports unless you have a certain need for a certain distance. I am considering playing a run of because I haven't done a run of darn name is escaping me at the moment. Galdoc. Galdoc's got a mod he's been working on that is really interesting. Galdoc's manufacturing, because he introduces not just new ores, but new constructs, which I really like what he's doing there. Let me give a shout out to Galdoc. Pyanodons I would never do. That's just, no. One of the wonderful things about Galdoc, and you should follow him, is that he's giving a tutorial on how to make the mod as he goes on his stream, which is just phenomenal. What an amazing thing to do. Oops, got rid of all my iron. Whatever, huh? Alright, so this has been reduced. So that's good. And this is now fixed. So this needs to be add more and remove extra. And then the same thing here. Yes, Bob. I've posted it a few times, so I'm happy to share it. Alright, well, you just unsold me on BA. I find that to be just too tedious. That's not why I play Factorio. Not for tedium. I mean, you heard me bitching about those bots just now. Or rather, those... No, I need you to stay here so I can take you apart. Those spooters. Alright, I can get out of here. So, now we go back to what we were thinking about. How many trains do I need for each of these things? So, if I calculate that I need across these various things many different needs, more than 25,000 science a minute, or 25,000 resources a minute on a 100 stack, then I need an additional train. But if it totals up to less than that, ooh, that's what I want to know. There we go. That's how I wanted to phrase it. I want to know for each of these rocket silo productions, no, Bob, that's, yeah, I'm calculating it on a silo complex, a 4 silo complex. So that's the steel I need. And by the way, Bob, that is with satellites turned off. Bob the Blob. If you notice in the display, it should show that satellites are unselected, because I have a separate build for satellites that uses steel independently. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I'm supplying that with steel, and I might have just screwed up. Fuck. Fuck. Because I am building the steel for the satellite build right here. I'm not building steel in here. I need to use this steel. Son of a bitch. So for steel, I need to turn the satellite thing back on so that I can see how many steels I need. So for steel, I need 107 with satellites and 66 without satellites. Son of a bitch. How to do stupid things on a Saturday night when you shouldn't be. That's 112. Yep. 104. Yep, that's what I should have built. I should have kept it. God damn. Fuck. Piss. Mute. 108. Hi, I'm an idiot and I'd like to build a factory. Measure 3 times, cut 60. God damn. Words can't express how angry I am right now, so I'm just gonna not say anything for a moment. I need to bring 40 furnaces with me. I like them. How about you and I go build this that I just tore out? Well, that's going to need 230 bacons. But that means that I need 360 sped modules. 100, 200, 350. 360.